Greetings, dynamic people of the modern world. Welcome to another enlightening episode on modern world dynamics. Today we're venturing into the often misunderstood realm of dating, specifically the mind games that can sometimes weave a tangled web of confusion and hurt in our relationships. We've all been there, haven't we? The deliberate ambiguity, the pretend indifference, the not-so-subtle power struggles. It's like a game of chess, but with hearts on the line instead of kings and queens. But why do we play these games? Is it self-protection? Is it a misguided attempt at keeping the relationship exciting? Or is it simply because we're afraid to be vulnerable and authentic? Whatever the reason, these games can, and often do, cause more harm than good. They can lead to misunderstanding, resentment, and even manipulation. Not exactly the building blocks of a healthy, fulfilling relationship, are they? Today, we dive into this intriguing world of dating mind games and why it's high time we bid them goodbye. So, sit tight and enjoy the ride. Mind games in dating sounds like a thrilling spy movie, doesn't it? But it's far from that. Let's start by understanding what exactly we mean by mind games within the context of dating. Picture this. Alex meets Jamie at a party. They hit it off and Jamie gives Alex their number. Alex waits 3 days before texting Jamie, even though they wanted to reach out the very next morning. Why? Because they don't want to appear too eager, too interested. They're playing it cool, or so they think. This is a classic example of a mind game. But why do people like Alex play these games? For most, it boils down to a matter of self-protection. In the early stages of a relationship, there's a fear of being too vulnerable, too open. The risk of getting hurt seems too great. So, they put on a mask of indifference, pretending not to care as much as they really do. Then there's the thrill of the chase. Some people believe that playing hard to get makes them more attractive, more desirable. It's like a cat and mouse game where the uncertainty and the mystery add to the excitement. But it's important to remember that while a little mystery can be intriguing, a lot of it can be downright confusing. Let's return to our story. Alex finally texts Jamie after those agonizing 3 days. Jamie, who had been anxiously waiting for Alex's message, is now unsure. They start to question Alex's interest, and this uncertainty breeds insecurity. The game that was meant to protect Alex's feelings has now begun to hurt Jamie's. And that's where the problem lies. While mind games may seem harmless or even exciting at first, they can lead to confusion, miscommunication, and hurt feelings. They can turn what should be a simple, joyful process of getting to know someone into a complex web of doubts and misunderstandings. As we see, these games might seem harmless or even exciting at first, but they can lead to confusion and hurt feelings. Alright, we've looked at what these mind games are and why people play them, but what's the big deal, right? Let's get into that. Imagine being in a relationship where the constant guessing game is the norm. You're not sure if your partner is genuinely busy or if they're just pretending to be, to seem less interested. This uncertainty can lead to unnecessary stress and confusion, turning what should be a joyful experience into a psychological battlefield. Let's take a real-life example. Sarah and John had been dating for a few months. John would often take hours to reply to Sarah's messages, even when he was not busy. He thought that by doing this, he would appear less eager and more desirable. But instead of making Sarah more interested, it made her feel insecure and doubtful about John's feelings for her. This is where mind games can transition into manipulation. If one person is constantly left guessing about the other's intentions, it can create an imbalance of power in the relationship. It's as if one person holds the remote control to the other's emotions. This can lead to feelings of insecurity, anxiousness, and low self-esteem, damaging the relationship in the long run. Now let's flip the script. Imagine a relationship where both individuals are open about their feelings and intentions. Sure, it might feel scary to be vulnerable, but it leads to a deeper connection. In this scenario, Sarah would know that when John is busy, it's not a ploy to seem less interested, but just a part of his day. This kind of honesty builds trust, the cornerstone of any strong relationship. In the world of dating, mind games might seem like a smart strategy initially, but they often do more harm than good. They can confuse, hurt, and ultimately push the other person away. So, it's essential to be direct, set healthy boundaries, and avoid playing games, even if it means putting yourself out there. As the saying goes, honesty is the best policy. This couldn't be truer in the world of dating. Now that we've seen the dark side of these mind games, It's time to shed some light on the situation. First off, let's talk about being direct. Yes, it's as simple as it sounds. Just tell them how you feel. Honesty, after all, is the best policy. It's like a refreshing breeze in the stifling heat of mind games. Be clear about your intentions and feelings. This way, you're not just saving others from confusion, but also doing yourself a favor by avoiding unnecessary stress and anxiety. Next, let's talk about setting healthy boundaries. This doesn't mean building a fortress around yourself, rather, it's about knowing your worth and not allowing anyone to compromise it. It's about understanding what you're comfortable with and what you're not, and communicating that clearly to your partner. Remember, a relationship is not a battleground, but a meeting ground. Lastly, avoid overexposure too soon. We get it. You're excited about this new person in your life, but try not to put all your cards on the table right away. It's not about hiding things, but about understanding that love, like a good story, needs time to unfold. And before we move on, here's a friendly reminder. If you're enjoying this content and want to delve deeper into the dynamics of the modern world, do like this video and subscribe to our channel, Modern World Dynamics. We appreciate your support and promise to keep the insightful content coming your way. Now, let's get back in the game. Not the mind game, but the game of authentic, meaningful dating. Because at the end of the day, it's not about who can play the game better. It's about who can be more genuine, who can be more honest, and who can be kinder. Remember, folks, real love isn't about playing games. It's about being genuine, honest, and kind. Well, that was quite a journey through the mind games of dating, wasn't it? As we've navigated through this maze, we've unpacked the concept of mind games in dating, this psychological chess match that many of us, knowingly or unknowingly, engage in. We've seen how these games serve as a protective layer, a shield against vulnerability. But at the same time, they can confuse and hurt, even transition into manipulation. We've also explored the impact of these games, how they can leave a trail of confusion and even heartbreak in their wake. But most importantly, we've seen that the antidote to these games isn't a more elaborate strategy, but rather it's honesty and vulnerability. We've delved into some strategies to avoid falling into the mind games trap. We've talked about the importance of being direct, setting healthy boundaries, and ensuring you don't put too much of yourself out there too soon. Remember, it's not about winning or losing, it's about creating a meaningful connection. So here's to a game-free dating life. Until next time, stay dynamic and keep exploring the modern world with us here on Modern World Dynamics. Hey there, aspiring creators. Ever wondered how to turn your passion into a paycheck? Well, buckle up because we've got something extraordinary for you. Introducing the AI YouTube Automation Masterclass, the ultimate game changer in the world of content creation. Here's what you're about to unlock. Discover the secrets behind making a 5-figure income monthly. Learn the strategies that took us from dreaming to earning and how you can do it too. Imagine making money while you sleep. We'll teach you how to create content that works for you, allowing you to enjoy the fruits of your labor with just 3 days of dedicated effort. Watch your channel skyrocket as we spill the beans on how we've successfully grown 4 channels from 0 to over 100,000 subscribers. It's not just a class, it's a proven formula for YouTube success. Say goodbye to your traditional job and hello to a life of freedom. Take control of your destiny, work only 3 days a week, and spend quality time with your loved ones while making 10 times your current income. But here's the real kicker. Be an early adopter of artificial intelligence in content creation. Don't be left behind. Be a pioneer in the AI revolution. Get in early and let AI be your creative ally. It's not just about making videos, it's about making history. So, are you ready to unleash the power of AI and become the next YouTube sensation? Click the link below, join the AI YouTube Automation Masterclass, and let's turn your dreams into reality.